Welcome back, Santa Sue. This is KSSH News at Noon. I'm Hunter Stevenson.
And I'm Nicholas Mincer. If you're looking for a replacement for PE,
this new for next year class may be just the thing.
Hey Santa Sue, I'm Jack Wilson. Since the founding of our school, students have been offered 2 different types of physical education courses, dance and PE. But next year, there's going to be a new fork in the road, yoga. Let's go talk to Miss Marnay with more on the subject. What are your plans for teaching this class next year?
I plan to make it a variety of many different forms of yoga. It also will be involving Pilates.
What are your credentials for yoga?
I am Yoga Fit certified for level 1, am in the process of getting level 2 and level 3, and have been taking yoga for over 20 years. I'm really excited about yoga next year. I'm going to turn you all into yogis.
Back to you in the studio.
Our thespians went off to the Thespian Festival recently.
through intense struggles came great triumph.
Hey Santa Sue, Maddie McCobb here, and recently, our Thespian Club traveled to Upland, California for the annual California State Thespian Festival, where we won many awards.
Hi, I'm Natasha Schlafer.
And I'm Grant Measures.
And we won first place in the acting individual event for duet scene. As first place winners, we got to perform in the Best of Fest showcase on the main stage in front of all 1,200 delegates from all over the state of California.
My name is Kyle Green.
And my name is Antonia Vivino.
And we won second place for musical duet.
Hi, I'm Kayla Hamburg. I won the Friday night showcase.
On Saturday night, I, along with Kyle Green and Antonia Vivino, won first place. Well, tied for first place with... It's me! It's me! I won. Isn't that exciting? I won.
Hi, my name is Maya Efron. I got second place for musical theater solo. There were about 200 that originally participated. I got second.
All right, Kayla, we got 1 week until that laser tag show.
This next story is for those of you who didn't make the last Distinguished Speaker talk.
And also for those of you who did.
Hi Santa Sue, Stephanie Goldsberry here with reproductive biologist and distinguished speaker Dr. Carol Kircha. So, tell us about your work.
So I started off in graduate school cloning cattle and doing some work in agricultural cloning. That was why I got a degree in reproduction. But I've always been in biotechnology. Currently, I'm doing research in clean energy, and I am taking metabolic enzymes from inside the cell and putting them into something that's similar to a battery.
Do you have any advice for students wanting to follow the STEM career path?
You have to get hands-on experience, and you need to do whatever that takes to get it.
This year's presidential race is getting very interesting.
It's still possible the Republicans will go into convention without a clear candidate.
We brought you the Democratic candidates last month.
And as promised, here are the Republicans.
Hi, I'm Camille Lippert, here to present you with a long-awaited Republican candidate faux debate.
As chief diplomat, it's the president's job to lead in foreign affairs. What will each candidate do to ensure America and her allies are safe abroad?
By arming foreign allies who are under the same threat, we can protect our people while defending our friends.
Just arming our allies is not enough. Trump will use our military forces to defeat the threat of ISIS as well as build up our military strength.
This will ensure we never have to be afraid of those threats again.
By placing our troops on the ground, we are showing ISIS how serious we are about confronting them. We need to support foreign allies, including the Syrian refugees, to show not only America's strength, but its benevolence.
Cruz agrees. However, his stance holds that the best way to ensure the world's safety is to destroy ISIS. Similarly, we can't accept Syrian refugees into this country and risk our own safety. We must protect our borders and protect our country.
Cruz and Trump are on the same side of this issue. To protect our country and our jobs, we must build a wall on the Mexican border.
Trump believes that we must also take back our jobs from foreign countries like China in order to build up our manufacturing sector.
As the candidate with the longest track record on foreign affairs, John Kasich will support Israel and China to resolve conflicts in Palestine and North Korea.
How will each candidate go about improving our healthcare system?
All of these candidates believe in repealing Obamacare. Trump sees it as a burden to the American people, an unnecessary cost. The new healthcare system that Donald Trump will implement will protect Americans' health.
The vacuum that repealing Obamacare will create will make room for the expansion of Medicare to help the mentally ill, drug addicted, and the working poor. Ensuring the health of the American people is the Kasich top priority.
While Cruz believes in repealing the Affordable Care Act, the government has too long had a hand in the healthcare system. He wants to leave the patient's healthcare to the doctors and the patients.
The future of America depends upon its economy. How will each candidate improve our economic health?
The best way to create jobs in America is to invest in small businesses. Most jobs come from small businesses. We can also supplement the job market by rebuilding infrastructure.
There are two ways to create jobs in the United States: by bringing jobs back from China to the United States, or by building the infrastructure.
By instituting the Cruz Simple Flat Tax Plan of 10% across the board, both the government and the people benefit.
That tax plan simply doesn't make sense. By lowering federal revenue, we have less money to spend on our people. Kasich has a record with wage economic growth in his home state. If we also open trade, the United States will create new allies and new streams of revenue.
China has been taking advantage of this country for too long. By bringing our jobs back from overseas, we will create literally hundreds of thousands of jobs that will stimulate our economy.
Cruz knows that by complicating our relationship with China, our country hurts as much as theirs. We must support our economic partners to keep our economy afloat.
If you missed it last weekend,
you've got one last chance.
It was so good. The cast was amazing.
It was so cool.
Everyone did so
The
good.
effects and the makeup and everything.
Oh, I know, it's great.
It was really cool.
The tango was amazing. All the dancing was phenomenal.
Okay, so the show was so phenomenal and so well done. That's the thing. Like, you can see the hard work that was put into it.
It was awesome.
I loved it so much. My voice has gone from shrieking so much. It's ridiculous.
I thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
The show was like the best show I've ever seen in San Sue, and I didn't want it to end.
I thought the show was terrifyingly good and perfect. A for Adams.
This band plays at every Santa Sue musical.
Hey there, Santa Sue. Phil Hunter Movies here, talking to Dr. Kuby about the production orchestra that our school has.
Production orchestra is a pit orchestra, which means musicians who play in the pit for a musical or an opera. And at our school, it's for musical theater, and they play real Broadway music scores, and the music's very difficult and very challenging.
I joined production orchestra because I've always wanted to play for a musical and know what it's like to be in a production orchestra.
Students get two main things out of production orchestra. One is they get an opportunity to play very difficult music. It's very challenging for them as a musician. They grow a lot as a musician, but also it's a lot of fun to be in the class.
You know, you leave this class with a lot of experience in the music production, with like rehearsals and stuff, but you also leave with a lot of inside jokes and a lot of family.
My favorite part is usually the performances that are filled with energy.
My favorite part about production orchestra is the shows, because that's where all of your hard work really, really pays off.
I'd have to say the best part is the late night tech rehearsals and the PAC.
How does one join production orchestra?
One can join by coming and seeing me and setting up an audition time so that I can hear them play and know their playing level.
I would definitely consider playing in a pit orchestra after high school because it pays money, I've heard, and musicians, we need money.
Back to you in the studio.
Did you ever wonder what flautists do for lunch?
Here's Cameron Christensen.
Wow, Kelly, this is so nice. Cameron, this is so great. Wow, I wish there was a club who enjoyed flutes, their music, and movies. Well, now there is. I'm one of the concertmasters of Flute Music Appreciation Club. Wow. What do you do in the club? We listen to flute music, we play flutes, and watch movies. Oh no, I just remembered. I don't know how to play the flute. You don't need to play the flute to be in the club. I'll be there. Tuesdays at lunch in the band room.
Back to you in the studio.
Up next is another band story.
Next.
To be or not to be? That is the question of man.
Yeah, that's it's not quite what I'm looking for, you know?
What's my motivation?
Alright, kid, picture this. You're at the Santa Susana Instrumental Music Department Spring Concert, May 6th at 7 p.m. Hearing the most beautiful sounds you've ever heard in your life. Can you give me that? Can you do that for me?
Yeah, just give me some time.
A new Spanish teacher has come to our school this semester.
Hey Santa Sue, my name is Rachel Rosenstein. There's a new Spanish teacher on campus, Miss Bonveji. Let's go talk to her and find out more. Why did you choose to come to Santa Sue?
I observed some of Madame Mortain's classes and I was very impressed. I think this is the way world languages should be taught. So when the opportunity came up, I didn't hesitate. I am very excited to be here.
What is your favorite thing about Santa Sue so far?
My students, definitely. I feel they are so motivated to learn the language. I offer a total immersion program where we speak Spanish 95% of the class, and I feel my students are really challenging me all the time with great questions. They're really smart and warm-hearted people, and I'm also having fun.
What do you like to do when you're not teaching?
I love spending time with my family and friends. I have a wonderful family. I've been married to Paul, my husband, for 12 years, and I have 3 kids. Thomas is 10 years old, Camille who's 9, and Sophie who's 6. And reading to my daughters at night is my favorite moment of the day, and of course playing Tea Party. I also love going out for dinner with my husband. Every Friday we try out different restaurants. We love Thai and Indian food. I was born in Buenos Aires, Argentina. I have been living in California for 5 years. I passed my citizenship exam 2 years ago, so I am also American. I think there are many ways of being American, and I feel I belong here, and this is the country I love.
In celebration of the dead.
But only for seniors.
Buenos dias. Anyone know what day next week is?
No.
Next week is El Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, okay.
You should be excited because next week for Cinco de Mayo there's free tacos.
Oh, really?
Yes, but only for seniors.
Oh.
I'm so tired of being evaluated.
It's exhausting.
Hey there, Santa Sue. I'm Genevieve DeMerlo with some tips on how you can ace your AP exams.
My main advice, and this is what I tell my students, is to always reread everything you read. Make sure you plan in advance to do that because it's going to take a while, but knowing vocabulary and being able to use that vocabulary, at least for AP Gov, and I'm sure it stands for other AP tests as well, is really, really critically important. And don't hold your teachers accountable for that. It's your responsibility to study. It's their responsibility to help you understand that information, but it's your responsibility to study.
Get as much help as you can from your teachers, but what you also need to do is you need to go back and review all the different topics and bring them fresh into your head. It's not the time to be learning stuff that you haven't learned. It's time to be reviewing stuff that you already know and get it fresh on the tip of your tongue so that you can just put it right onto the test.
Film stock is coming
to a PAC near you.
Are you ready for film stock?
And that's the way it is.
April 28th, 2016.
Have a sublime day, Santa Sue.
It's bro code. It seems to me that I'm actually in the competition. It seems that
this just
I am
in.
on stage.
It looks like he has a clear win.
This just in, I won.
Salud.
Salud. Salud.
F is for friends who do stuff together.
U is for you and me.
N is for anywhere
And anytime at all down here in the deep blue sea.
Wag, wag, wag.
Let me see it now.
I don't even know.
Did you say words? What'd you say?
This doesn't roll.